Finding your true self, bringing clarity and purpose to your life. This is Dr. Stem Matlatini. One of my greatest wishes is that everyone would see how uniquely wonderful made they are, and that they really can break free of the expectations of others, their past hurts, and their true selves. I write this especially to all those men and women who struggle with their self-esteem, self-worth on a daily basis. Introduction. Your work is to discover your world, and then with all your heart, give yourselves to it. Buddha. We are each unique, and individually, we all have something unique to contribute to this world. Finding your true self can be by far the toughest thing to do, but without self-knowledge, it is difficult to know what your purpose is or live your best life. Interestingly, once you have made up your mind and realize that you need to change and become more you, there is no stopping you. If we don't take time to discover our true self, we can never fully realize our potential. Without being true to merely exist, you never thrive. Something usually dies inside of you if you stopped being true to yourself. The only way to be justly free is to discover that unique person that is you. In the work I do as a psychotherapist and life coach, I have learned that many people experience inner struggles of not knowing who they truly are because they have grown up and lived in the presence of pressures to behave according to the norms of others, their parents, their friends, their culture, and or their partner. This means that who you think you are and what you think you like and need may just be a result of what you've absorbed from others. It doesn't represent the real and unique you. Taking on the values of others leads to a lot of frustration and unhappiness. Paying attention to our reactions and feelings is a great way to discover ourselves. As a professional who helps others find the best ways to deal with their feelings, I try to pay attention to my feelings as much as I can for my benefit and the benefit of those I serve. I think that's the most important thing to do if we want to be the best we can. To become truly satisfied with yourself and your life, it's important that you know yourself. It may take practice and patience, but with openness, you'll begin to discover the truth in you. Let's look at your life at this moment. Are you stuck on what family and friends want you to be? Stuck in a job that depresses you and forces you to feel that you have no choice? Accepting the presence of a family member who you'd rather not be around? Staying in a relationship, any kind of relationship, that is no longer or may never have been healthy and happy. Afraid to walk away from an unhealthy relationship because you fear the drama of the breakup, being alone, or you believe to end it would be cruel or selfish. Accepting a request against your better judgment. Living somewhere when you'd rather be living somewhere else. Letting those close to you dominate you to keep the peace. Caring for or supporting a relative alone because it's the right thing to do. Accepting commitments and obligations that restrict your time or freedom because it seems right or because you didn't realize the consequences when you accepted it. Finding no time for you. Doing anything because someone else thinks you should. If you're doing any of those things or anything else out of the sense of obligation, guilt, or because you've been taught you should, you're caught in a trap. The only way to be truly free is to discover that unique person that is you and your true self. Personally, I too have struggled with all of the above. I struggled with them because I was determined to be an example to my younger siblings, my family, and community. I believed that was the right thing to do. I was made to behave that way because I held onto the norms of others, my parents, my friends, and my culture. Being the firstborn, I was told to be a leader, to look out for my siblings first, and be an example to them and the family. The emphasis was on education and cultural and family values. Consequently, I expanded my horizons professionally but was restrained personally. I was the ideal firstborn, the leader, and yet my personal life was lonely and non-existent. I have learned that who I think I am and what I think I like and need in my personal life has been a result of what I've absorbed from my culture and my family. I now realize I've been stifled by the pressures and struggles of my need to conform to my cultural and family expectations. Holding on to the values and expectations of others has consistently led to frustration, anxiety, depression, and unhappiness in my life. Pleasing my family and maintaining values that don't serve me well has also limited me tremendously. It is often difficult to thrive when you find yourself doing everything contrary to the things you really want to do, but doing something because you think you should. When you don't know your true self, you get absorbed in values and expectations that are not consistent with your true nature. Eventually, you'll find yourself internally conflicted. This confusion leads to stress, discomfort, and at times depression, anxiety, and unhappiness. To find your true self and total freedom is to get in touch with your natural core. It is to listen to your intuition, the same intuition you've silenced while focusing on the perspectives of everyone else. Finding your true self will lead you to a sense of authenticity, joy, and happiness. Living life to its fullest, however, means taking chances and overcoming some turbulent storms. Mother Teresa said it best, "Life is an adventure, dare it." In order to achieve the ideal life we long for, we must accept many conditions, outcomes, and events that we would not have chosen or decide to embrace on our own. That's what life and death are all about. Knowing your true self, living your life amidst the odds, as well as bringing clarity, purpose, peace, and direction to your life will help you understand and overcome whatever life throws your way. The ability to heal physical and spiritual hurts, to move on from past hurts, challenges of childhood, ability to gain valuable insight, to become the real you. All these gifts belong to those who have the courage to find their true self with all their hearts and go for the life they deserve to have. I have developed a set of 10 effective strategies you can begin using today to find your true self. When you begin incorporating these strategies into your daily routine, you will begin to identify and gradually eliminate negative habits and patterns, while at the same time making room for new and positive ones to take hold. My hope is that this little book will remind you of how possible it is to change your life, your personality, the way you think, the way you do things, and the way you live and truly live the life you desire. Never forget that there are only 2 ways to live your life. One is as though nothing is a miracle. The other is as though everything is a miracle. Albert Einstein. With a renewed sense of self, confidence, courage, and determination, you will begin to successfully overcome whatever life brings to you. You'll also begin to receive each day as an opportunity to make the world a better place, not only for yourself, but for others as well. Remember, having the courage to know you, to dream big, to let go, and to take action is the starting point for a purposeful life. You build a house one brick at a time. Hence, you build your life one action step at a time. Are you ready to begin your journey towards finding your true self and bringing clarity and purpose to your life? If you are, let's continue. The answers you seek might be in the next sentence, the next paragraph, or in the next page. Think about it. Every day that you walk on the face of this earth, you have an opportunity to make choices that will change your life. It doesn't matter what downfalls come your way. You still have a choice of how you will see and deal with each situation. Because perception is reality. You must be mindful of the terms you use to describe these life occurrences. Talking about the negative situations of life keeps your mind focused on the negatives. Why not try as much as you can to speak more of the positive situations? When you do, your mind will steer you in the direction of the joy your life deserves. Every time you describe or talk about your problems over and over again with deep emotions, or focus on what's negative in your life, you're worsening the situations. Eventually, you'll drain yourself emotionally. If you can find a way to separate your heart from your head, you'll be able to see every event as an opportunity to learn and grow. You can't always control what life throws at you, but you certainly can control your response to what life throws at you. Today's question is, are you living your best life now? Tip: when you wake up each morning, make a conscious decision to do or think of something different, something new, and get the most from the day ahead your way.